Today that I haven't heard in many moons. Had me feeling like Robin Williams when he crawled out of Jumanji
No, actually, I haven't heard of James Charles in a minute.
asking what year it is. That name? James Charles.
I just got a DM on here from a girl that said, "Good morning, James. I know you'll probably never see this, but if you could just take 1 minute to read it would really mean a lot to me. I'm really struggling right now because Spirit Airlines just filed for bankruptcy and I have lost my job."
Don't tell me this is the video. Bruh, don't tell me this is the video.
Here's a GoFundMe link. Any donations help. I'm sure they do, sweetheart. I'm sure they do. You know what else would help you? Getting another job.
What a yucky douchebag. This is like cartoon villain level evil monologue.
Well, is that really evil? Am I a bad person for not like thinking that's kind of like completely evil? Like low key, I mean, Spirit going out of business is a bad thing, but like posting on a GoFundMe being like, "Hey, I need a new job, help me, help me, help me," is kind of crazy. Like saying, "Oh, hey, I need help with helping a business that I want to start up or something." I can understand that. Yeah, that's crazy. Stop pausing, bro. What do you mean stop pausing?
Here. Oh, no money, huh? No money? Bang! Shrink ray! Now you're short too. Like that kind of thing. It's so over the top, stinking, oozing assholery. I cannot believe his delusional mind thought this was a good idea or like a strong look or a worthwhile dunk to be punching down on someone who's already fallen on hard times after losing their job, and they reached out to you in this desperate situation because
Oh, this was okay. This person reached out to him. Okay, so now that's a little bit different. I thought it was just like a little comment or something on a post. See, that's completely different.
because clearly they have an appreciation of you. So they threw the Hail Mary, seeing what happens. I doubt they were expecting this kind of response. Now, of course, there is always the chance that it is fraudulent. There are so many fake GoFundMes out there, so there's always a chance that all of it is fucking fiddlesticks. It could all be baloney. I have no way of knowing that. I only have James Charles fucking Gangnam styling on this person and insulting them for it to go on, which leads me to believe that it might be real, because if it was just fake, obviously just a sham, why would he even be bothering to crash out for over 2 minutes about it? So
Wait, I wonder if he shows the full 2 minutes of it. Sir, bruh, see, look at you, Lock and Marcus hating. He said, "Sir, nobody's clipping you for talking. You pausing for no reason." Bro, I'm literally recording a YouTube video right now. What is chat saying? What is chat talking about?
I'm going to work under the assumption that this is a real person that has reached out about it. You could have just not responded. Like, that was also an option. You didn't need to come
Yeah, personally, I just wouldn't have responded at all. I just wouldn't have said anything.
over here and start like spitting and dunking on him. Like, how dare you even message me asking for help? Are you out of your fucking mind? I'm James Charles, goddammit. And is there anything ickier than someone that has a job like James Charles telling someone else to get a job, preaching that they need to get a job? Brother, this former
It's like the unemployed yelling at the unemployed for being unemployed because they just got unemployed. Like, that's insane. No, okay. I take back what I said in the beginning. No, I definitely take that back. That is crazy insane for him to rant 2 minutes about, especially for someone texting you for help. Like, that's insane.
Spirit Airlines worker is a 10 times harder worker and has done 10 times as much labor as you ever have in your life. James Charles' entire career has been just farting out dog shit products and posting cringe videos, and he couldn't even do that without also trying to sext minors. So how dare you try and
Damn, Charles. Mr. Charles, what the hell is wrong with you? Let's get this boy locked up. Let's get this boy locked up.
tell an actual hardworking American to go get a job as if you've done anything worthwhile and you've done like actual work? You got the easiest fucking job in life. You got dealt a very lucky hand, bro. This is so tasteless. It's so crude. Coming from James Charles, of all people. So you've never been in a desperate financial situation. Great. Group hug in the shower tonight, James. Glad you've never gone through it.
Yeah, it is kind of just him out of touch. Like, if James Charles was going through struggling, like he wouldn't have ever went on that rant about it, like at all.
a financial struggle. This person is. And they desperately tried to reach out to you, and there's no obligation for you to try and like save them or anything. Obviously, there's no expectation of that, but they tried anyway because they're feeling in a rough spot. So they tried, and now you're insulting them and publicly trying to humiliate them for it. It's just so gross, bro.
Yeah, try that.
They call any pedos nowadays? What you mean? They call anyone it? I don't know, bro. If you're talking to a 16-year-old, you're a pedo, bro. Like, that's crazy. That's a crazy take, chat.
Because in the time that it took you to copy and paste the same fuck-ass message to myself, who you don't follow, by the way, and probably 100 other influencers and celebrities, you could have applied for 100 other jobs, but you didn't because you're a lazy piece of shit and you're entitled. And you think that influencers and celebrities should fund your life for you. Why would I ever help you?
There's no way the word entitled
I mean, I guess she's not following, so she's not a fan. So he does have a point. Why would he help her? But still, just don't respond to it. Like, don't fucking respond to it and like make your
just left his lips. Right? No, I must have misheard that. There's no way he said that. James Charles did. He didn't use that word against somebody else, did he? That had to be an audio glitch. I'm gonna assume that there's no way his vocal folds would even let the word entitled leave his lips. Oh my god, the lack of self-awareness would probably cause his fucking head to combust. So I'm not even
Yo, I fucking love him, bro. He's so funny, dude.
bother touching on that one. Holy. So let's instead look at the other stuff he said. He
They
really
called No, okay. So they called Michael Jackson pedo, but bro, that's like a whole different that's a whole different ball game, bro. James Charles is definitely a pedo. Michael Jackson, bro, he was literally the most famous person in the entire world. Bro, he was set up. Bro, obviously it was a setup and it was just a rumor and it went insane, bro. Michael Jackson did not deserve that. But like to compare this James Charles situation to Michael Jackson's a little crazy.
highlighted that this person doesn't follow him. Who gives a fuck? There's plenty of people that I watch their stuff and engage in their content with without subscribing to them or following them on socials. That's pretty normal, actually. I don't know why he's like spiteful about that. So then he's using that to say like, oh, you must have sent this to like 100 other celebrities. Based on what, man? You're just making it.
Yeah, that dude could have like just texted him, and James Charles is out here saying, "Oh, you probably texted 100." Bro, if I was that fan, no, actually, I actually take back what I said in the beginning so much because, like, actually, if I was sitting here, if I was that fan, texting somebody and being like, "Hey," I wouldn't, of course, I wouldn't do that, but like,
Assumption. You're just taking a guess. You don't know that. You could be the only person they reached out to about it because they really admired you and thought that maybe you could be that helping hand. Which again, there's no obligation for him to do, but why go this hard against them? This is fucking diabolical. And you have no idea if they've sent out job applications or not. Why are you speaking as though you're certain they haven't? They very well could have 100 job applications out there right now. The Spirit Airline layoffs are still pretty new. Getting a job right away is not like this, bro. I don't know how out of touch you are with reality.
oh my god, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about it. Bro, literally, it just happened. He's telling her to go get a job. Like, she just had a job. It does take a little bit to get a new job. What the hell? Damn. James Charles. What the fuck did you just do to yourself, bro? So people are pedo for having kids? No. They're not a pedo for having kids, but if you're, like, wanting to be around kids... I mean, not being around... If you're just, like, sexually attracted to a child, you're fucking weird, bro. If you want to do anything like that with a child, bro, you're fucking weird.
And what's going on in the world around you, it doesn't happen lickety split like that. So in the meantime, they are
Alright, Jack, I need to stop reading that, bro. What is he talking about?
speaking as though you're certain they haven't. They very well could have
Oh yeah, the job applications, bro. She probably is waiting on a good job and she doesn't want to just go job hop over to Walmart or something. Like, respect to that lady, bro. What the hell is he? What is James Charles even talking about?
100 job applications out there right now. The Spirit Airline layoffs are still pretty new. Getting a job right away is not like this, bro. I don't know how out of touch you are with reality and what's going on in the world around you. It doesn't happen lickety split like that. So in the meantime, they are out income. And I imagine as a Spirit Airlines employee, they weren't rolling in dough, able to afford fucking mansions and stuff. They're probably wondering where next month's rent is going to come from in the meantime, in between jobs. So they reached out to you in the interim. That would be my guess. You have no clue if they've sent out job applications. It takes a while.
You're not a fan. You don't even follow me. You've never supported me. This is your first time DMing. And you think that I'm going to send you money because you lost your job? Oh my God. Welcome to the real world, sweetheart.
The real world is crazy for him to say.
People lose their jobs every fucking day, and you're white, pretty, and able-bodied. You're in a much better position than a lot of other people out here who are trying clearly much harder to make a better life for themselves.
Okay, so just because she's white and okay. That's a little fucked right there, saying that.
Why would I fucking help you?
What is Dr. Doofenshmirtz even crashing out about at this point? He's having a conniption, blowing a gasket. Over what? What are you even yapping about? You're not even making a point anymore. You're trying to tell someone else how the real world functions when you yourself haven't been a member of the real world in like a fucking decade. You are so detached from the real world, yet you're over here lecturing them about it? It's absurd, bro. You couldn't write someone this out of touch and this unlikable. He's like the Starbucks CEO about the $9 coffee and the premium experience, but wrapped up in like an insufferable asshole influencer.
Aside from that, 17,000 people lost their jobs at Spirit Airlines. Why do you think you need the GoFundMe? I can at least like 1% respect the mentality of closed mouths don't get fed, doesn't hurt to try. But honestly, it does hurt to try because now you pissed me off, okay? I'm not the one. Go find fucking Mr. Reese. This is literally his entire shtick. I'm sure the next YouTube video is literally gonna be like, I rehired all 17,000 of the Spirit Airlines employees, and it's gonna be the real life Hunger Games. The last one of them to leave the Spirit Airlines plane gets to be the CEO of the new company and gets a house and a car and $10 million that everybody else does.
What the fuck is he talking about? Oh my God.
Stop trying to make jokes. Like, actually, just please stop trying to make jokes, James. Put the kibosh on it right now. It's miserable listening to him try and inject humor into anything. Why did it piss you off? How does that piss you off? Yeah, 17,000 people lost their jobs here, man. That's 17,000 people that are now out income. I imagine a lot of them are feeling very similar ways to the person that reached out to you. This person just decided to try. They decided to throw a Hail Mary. Again, you could have just ignored it. Why did it piss you off? That's a fucking you problem, man. That is a weird response to it.
Like, go find that video to compete in, baby. I'm not helping you. I'm not fucking helping you. All you did was lost your job, okay? Welcome to the real world. I can at least understand if you were like, James, I'm a longtime fan. Here's a trillion years of DMs and my support for you. I love you. I'm suffering with a really rare genetic disease that there is no cure for, and I'm trying to raise money for myself and other people that have this. Maybe I would help. Maybe I would help because I love...
That's crazy. Maybe I would help. Maybe is insane. That's an insane thing to say, James. Oh my God. That is an insane thing to take, bro. Oh.
And I appreciate you. This bitch, you lost your fucking job? Oh. What are we gonna do? Nothing. I'm gonna do nothing. You know what you need to do? Go find a fucking new one, girl. Put some effort into the workplace.
Hey, pal. You just blow in from Stupid Town?
Actually, though, like, I don't really watch James Charles. I didn't know, like, things of him, clips of him, but I didn't realize he was not that smart. Like, I thought he was, like, graduated or something. I don't know. I guess not. He does makeup. I guess that proves my point.
He really thought he cooked with this rant. So the impression here is that the only people in the world he cares about are people that like mindlessly support him through thick and thin forever. Here's a trillion DMs. Okay, now I care about you. So maybe if you had like a genetic disease where you were dying and you were about to just kick the bucket, I might consider spitting on you if you were on fire. I might, because you've proven that you're a fan. and those are the only people I care about. Those are the only human beings to me, are the fans. Then I would have cared. By the way, worth reminding you, there's nothing that says that she wasn't a fan, by the way, James, just because she didn't follow you or DM you before. What an awful perspective to have on people, huh? Again, you could have just
Dude, no, he's so right, bro.
not said anything about it, but you decided to make a whole show. You decided to go fucking hog wild on it. And man, do you look like a clown talking about hard work in the real world. Two things that you are not someone to be lecturing anyone on. You don't work hard, and you are not in the real world. And that's one of like the biggest things, like points he tries to make here. Get real. This person is just in a desperate spot, as a lot of people are and have been. And in those positions, sometimes people try a Hail Mary. That's what they did here. It clearly didn't resonate with you in any way, and for some reason really brought the demon out of you, James, for some reason. But I don't think they did anything wrong. Again, you could have just not said anything about it. And you have no idea if they are applying for jobs. It rarely happens overnight, especially currently. So in the meantime, having no income is scary and detrimental to actual working people, James. Most average workers can't just coast off of poop they shat out years ago like you can, just collecting paychecks off of the trash that you've peddled over the years passively. So in the meantime, they made this GoFundMe, they reached out to you, and then you had this ballistic response to it. And James did get dunked on for it, so he made an apology video.
This video was fucking stupid.
What?
Did get dunked on for it, so he made an apology video.
This video was fucking stupid. It was
Is he talking about the video he's making now, or the video, like, is he a...
rude, it was obnoxious, it was privileged, and most importantly, it was completely fucking unnecessary. When I saw that DM, I absolutely had the choice to ignore it and say absolutely nothing at all and move on with my day. But instead, I couldn't even tell you why. Her message just triggered me, and I decided instead to make a video about it.
Put a shirt on. You don't need to get into formal attire, not asking you to put a suit and tie on, but could you do the bare minimum of at least putting on clothes? Why are you filming this video half awake in your hotel bed after a night of binge drinking and meth smoking? Like, you couldn't just do at least a tad bit more? Why do I have to watch you shirtless here fucking like sleepwalk through your response?
And I bashed her, and it was obnoxious, and I shamed her for asking for help in a situation where she was clearly really struggling, and this could have been her absolute last resort. I have no idea what was going on in her life, and I should have never assumed that she was just copying and pasting this DM as an easy way out. I don't know. I just don't know.
Ooh, I know. Pick me. I've got my hand raised. I know. It's because you are an egomaniac. It's because you are a self-centered, self-absorbed...
Yo, he's just going on. I mean, he's just having her
narcissistic piece of shit, bro.
See, this is one thing I don't ever want to be on the opposing side of this man, bro. Never, ever, bro. If he ever makes a video on me, bro, I would scry, bro. I'd be like, no, bro, please, let me make it up to you. God, it would suck, but I try to be a good person, and he has valid takes. He does have definitely valid takes. There's some takes I don't agree with him on, but he's just going ham on him.
That's why you did it. You thought that you were above this person, and you thought you could actually convince your audience that what they are doing is wrong and worthy of being shamed, and you tried to even spin it in a way like hard work, when you yourself are not the product of hard work. So you tried to puff out your chest about how much it takes to get back out there with the elbow grease, pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, but the message falls flat because you, the messenger, are not that person. And you're also choosing someone who is going through a very real grievance, again, assuming all of this is a legitimate story and a legitimate person, which I have no reason to believe it's not, based on everything he's said. So, really, it was all a pile of dog shit, and you let your mask slip so people get to see even more about the real you, James. This is the real you.
My intention behind making this video in the first place was I get a lot of messages like this every single day. And for me personally, it definitely sucks to receive messages from people that don't follow you and don't support you, treating you like our personal ATM or bank account. But what I'm sure sucks even fucking more is not knowing where your next paycheck is coming from and not being sure whether or not you're going to be able to put food on the table for yourself and your family. So it really doesn't matter what my intentions were behind making the video, because it came across as super fucking privileged and like I was basically shaming anybody that's unemployed for not trying hard enough to get a job. And I feel awful because that wasn't my intention, and it really
This isn't really much of a crash out. This isn't. I mean, I guess he was going crazy, but to call it a crash out, I don't
hurt
know.
a lot of people.
This is coming across very genuine here, James, as he's falling into slumber here. It feels like I'm watching a video of someone ODing.
I'd low-key fall into slumber, bro. Why do we talk about this dumbass James Charles, bro? This isn't even a crash out, bro. This isn't a fucking crash out, bro. I wanted a fucking crash out, dude. This is not a crash out, bro. You said I was about to see James Charles crash. I literally thought you were gonna have James Charles crash the fuck out. And now he's sitting here. "Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry." God damn, bro. I'm not crashing out. I'm not, bro.
Why did you even film it like this, man? And also, I don't understand why it even upset him in the first place and why he says it sucks
You talking about it is upsetting me to the fact that I want to fucking.
that people, treat me like an ATM. I get these random messages from people that obviously don't know anything about me and are just trying to hose me for cash. Like, yeah, that happens. That's annoying if you see it, but I guarantee most of the messages go to his management. I guarantee James doesn't see the vast majority of those, like, fake, reaching out for money type things. It's not like a telemarketer call. Telemarketers get a direct line to you, they call you, then they treat you like a little piggy bank for their trash product, and you know what happens there? You hang up. Here, these messages go into the fucking void. You'd have to go out of your way to find these, like, spam, scam, like, fraudulent things. Like, I don't understand why he's making it seem like, oh, it's so hard being me, James Charles, where people reach out and they don't even care because they're asking me for money. Again, I don't think you see most of them, and the ones you do see, just ignore. Like, it takes, like, actual split seconds. If he was making a point like, friends and family are always reaching out to me just for cash, they treat me like I'm not even a human anymore, I'm just a cash ATM for them, then I'd get it, because yeah, that sucks, that's horrible. That's not what he's saying. It's so weird, like his view on it, at least to me, I think it's weird. I'll sum up the next section where he tries to like relate to the average worker, saying that he knows how hard it is in today's job market. I know people looking for a job and it sucks, getting ghosted and stuff like that. So now he's saying like, oh, I get.
So bro relates to it now after he said, bro, come on, bro, James Charles, what are you doing?
Dude, I get it. It's super. I relate. That's now his big thing that he's saying in this section. And then he goes on to talk about how he recognizes that he got really lucky with his makeup tutorials. So now he's got the position he's in. And now in his position, he needs to learn how to humble himself.
And for anybody that saw that video and was disappointed or upset with what I said, I am super sorry. Especially to the woman from Spirit Airlines. I did try to look for her message earlier before making this video, and I couldn't find it. If you see this video and you want to get in touch, I would love to apologize to you directly and to help you out a little bit. But if you are not comfortable with that, I totally understand too. I really appreciate anybody that sent me a message or left a comment about this video today, letting me know how insensitive it was. I really needed to hear that.
I was giggling so hard. He's going on like, okay, I really want to help now.
Giggling so hard. I'm laughing. This is funny.
I tried to find her message, but I fucking banished to the Shadow Realm somewhere along the way. I really want to help. I've learned my lesson. And then there's a cut, and then he's got the blanket pulled over him. He's tucking himself into bed. Why? It's so fake. It's so unbelievably fake.
And I really need to think twice before I hit record and just start yapping on this account.
I don't know. I feel like this is more. Make sure to floss between the top. What? Chat, what are you guys talking about over there? No, I feel like this makes it more realistic because he's like laying in bed talking to his phone, which is what an apology is. I feel like it would be more fake if he had everything set up to where he was sitting in his recording, like being like, Hi, I want to formally apologize to, you know.
I genuinely treat this spam page like I'm on FaceTime with you guys. I love to laugh and tell you stories and rant and scream at the camera and joke around with y'all, but sometimes I genuinely forget how many people are watching, and it was completely inappropriate to make a joke out of somebody just trying to provide for themselves and their family. That's definitely my bad.
What joke did you make, man? It was just
Yeah, there was like no joke.
insulting them. It was just berating them for having the gall to try and reach out to you in any capacity during a hard time. Where was the haha? I don't know why he's saying it like that. Like, I just, I love to rant, I love to yap, I love to laugh, I love to joke, and, well, I just forgot that so many people like me and watch me, and this one came across bad. I shouldn't have been joking about this one. But you weren't joking, you were just insulting this person. What are you talking about? And it wouldn't have changed even if you had like
No, yeah, actually, all he did was just straight up insult her. She
a fraction
even
of the people watching, you'd still be an
the joke was a Mr. Beast joke, probably.
asshole. Yeah, it'd still be fucking weird to have that response to it. So yeah, that's the James Charles stuff going on in a nutshell. I haven't heard that name in a long time, and it popped up today, and I had to watch that. What a wacky fucking rant. Anyway, that's really about it. So, yep.
Dub man. How I can't believe that I just fucking spent the last 20 minutes watching this. Oh my goodness.